Hello and welcome. I'm so excited to have you here. This is the launch of Successful Slimming, and today I just wanted to take you through Successful Slimming and how it can help you and our 12-week success program. So let's get started, and I'll show you what we're going to be going through today. So I'm just going to share my screen with you for a moment as I take you through what we will be doing. So yes, welcome along. We're going to kickstart your journey to weight loss success. So first of all, I'm going to take you through my own weight loss journey. I've lost 13.5 stone, that's 189 pounds. And so I'm going to be taking you through how I lost my weight. And then we're actually going to talk about diets and why they rarely work in the long term. Personally, I don't think they work, but we will talk about that in a bit more detail. Then we're going to talk about the power of thinking like a naturally slim person. After that, I'm going to talk to you about hypnosis, and then we will look at the 12-week success program, and I'll take you through a sneak peek of the actual members area and the website and what you can expect. I'll take you through our resident experts. We've got 3 resident experts, and I want to introduce you to them. And then we will go on to our membership packages and look at the 3 different membership options that you've got with bronze, silver, and gold. So, and then after that, we've got some special offers, and we'll be going through that. So let me go back. Hopefully you can see me. I'm just going to just check. Hopefully you saw what I was going through there. But anyway, what I would say is that I'm going to take questions at the end. There's about a 20-second delay on this. So any questions that you have, put them in the chat box and I'll get to those at the end. So let's get started with actually my weight loss journey. So I've lost 13.5 stone. So I used to be size 30. I'm now a UK size 8. And, you know, I wasn't always enormous. I was, you know, as a teenager, I was around, you know, a size 14, something like that. I actually used to think I was so much worse than I was, but anyway. And then when I got to age 19, I got a really good job. And I was working for Rover Cars, the manufacturer, in their customer service department. And I got promoted and I had a team of 96 people. And I loved it. I was really driven and very ambitious. And I started working all the hours in the world. And I just stopped taking care of myself. There was a vending machine just at the end of my desk. And I started using the vending machine as a way of, so I didn't have to stop to eat lunch. I just go and quickly get something from that. Anyway, the weight went on. Over the years, it piled on and piled on and piled on. And when I was a size 30, by that stage, I was married and I had a young son. And he, at the time, was in nursery. Sorry, bear with me. And he came home from nursery one day. So I guess he'd be sort of like 3-4 years old. And he was really upset. And he said that one of his little nursery mates had said that my bum was the size of a planet. And it really upset him. And the thing is, though, at that age, children just say what they see, don't they? And truth is, my bum was the size of a planet. So actually, he was actually just saying it. He wasn't saying it to me, maybe, but what it did, it occurred to me that if I didn't do something about my weight, if I couldn't find enough of a reason to do it for me, then I had to do it for him, because what if when he was older, he would get bullied because of my weight and my choices. So I had to do something about it. And that's when I came across hypnosis. I came across Paul McKenna and his system, I Can Make You Thin. And do you know what? It was fantastic. So I will very briefly go through this, but actually you can look at my entire story on when you join. There's a video there that explains my entire story, and it's also on the About Me page of the main website. But basically, I lost 10.5 stone, and in the space of about 18 months, something like that, 2 years, fantastic. And then having lost all that weight, an abdominal condition that I got so much better. And so I no longer needed to be on the opiate patches that I was on. I was on, you know, like nicotine patches. I was on those, but it was opiates constantly going into my body. Anyway, I was able to come off those, detoxed off them, horrific experience, but anyway. And then suddenly I became constantly ravenously hungry. So after I'd detoxed and I came off, that was great. Suddenly, this is hunger like I've never experienced before. No matter what I did, I couldn't stop the weight going on because I was constantly starving hungry. And it turned out that there was, as a direct result of me detoxing off of the opiates, it had mucked up with my hormones. And there's a particular hormone called ghrelin, and that hormone had spiked and it was making me constantly ravenously hungry. So very long story short, we managed to find a way of turning off that hormone. And that's what we did. And then having done that, I was able to get back into this again and lose the rest of the weight. And so now I've got a total weight loss of 13.5 stone. Anyway, I want to talk to you now about diets, because I've mentioned before that I don't think diets work. Now, well, rarely in the long term. You see, what tends to happen is that people go on a diet, and if you can stick to it, you will invariably lose weight. But it's the sticking to it that's so very, very difficult. So what happens is that people then, for whatever reason, come off the diet. And when they do, they revert to their old habits, those old habits that saw you put on weight in the first place. And so the problem is that then the weight goes back on, and then more, which is how I got up to a size 30, you know, just yo-yoing my way up. And you see, the thing is, diets, I think, if you've got half a stone to lose, and maybe you're a size 12 and you want to lose half a stone for summer, and actually you normally maintain your weight quite well, but you just want a bit of a kickstart. Maybe you just need to change your eating habits slightly. A diet can work there. But when you've got what I would say is a problem, like I had, where I would turn to food for emotional reasons. I would eat when I wasn't hungry. I would feel like I was going crazy because I know that I didn't want to eat and I knew I wanted to lose weight, and yet the hand was still reaching into the cupboard and still putting it in my mouth. You know, when you have a weight issue like that, I don't think diets work. Because look, how many of you, and I'm going to assume all of you, have done either Weight Watchers or Slimming World or a conventional diet at some point. Did you ever go in and go, oh, right, oh, I didn't know that eating a full packet of biscuits all at once wasn't right for me. Oh, thank God you told me. Come on, we all know the difference between, you know, good food, healthy food, and food that isn't so healthy and good for us. We know this. We don't need a diet to tell us this. What we need to do is to sort out our relationship with food. We need to sort out why we turn to food when we're feeling emotionally overwhelmed maybe, or in my case, bored, or, you know, any of those sorts of things. We need to sort that out. We know how to eat properly. Come on, we're intelligent people. But yet there's still a problem here that drives behaviour that perhaps isn't what we're wanting in the long term for us. So What we therefore need to do is think about naturally slim people. So there are naturally slim people who don't eat unless they're hungry. There are naturally slim people that eat what they want, and they don't obsess about whether it's allowed or it's forbidden or it's a sin or whatever it is. If they want it, they eat it. And that means that they'll be eating a balance between things that would be on a traditional naughty list and things that are on a good list. They'll just eat a balance because they know they can have what they want as long as they just don't eat it all at once. You know, that's the thing. And so then they also tend to, if you think about it, eat a lot slower. Certainly me, as an overweight person, I used to eat so fast. And actually, I don't think I've yet, in my time working with people, I don't think I've yet met somebody who was overweight that didn't say, oh yeah, I do eat quite quick. Yeah. So we've got that. And then they stop when they're full. So they've got it sorted. They don't need a diet to tell them what to do because they've just naturally got the right behaviours. So actually, it stands to reason that when we go on a diet and we come off of it, we revert to old habits, which are unfortunately faulty. So it stands to reason if we reprogram those old habits to be those of naturally slim people, then we can lose weight and keep it off. And that's exactly what this system does. How? Well, we follow 5 standards for success. Now, those 5 standards for success are behaviours that you follow in your everyday life. It can integrate with your family. It's fine for when you go out for a meal, when you go on holiday. It's just a behavioural way of changing. And I'll tell you what those 5 are. The first is to eat when you're hungry. Now, a lot of the time people eat because it's the time of day. They don't actually think, hold on a minute, am I hungry? Similarly, sometimes people eat without being hungry. And we talk about that and I help you through that. But the first standard is to eat when you are hungry. I never want you to feel restricted. I never want you to go, oh, you know, a diet sometimes does that. So that's the first one. Second one, eat what you want. That's right. There's no food lists. There's nothing forbidden. You can eat what you want. Because shall I tell you something? When you actually start listening to your body, when you start going, hold on a minute, right, I am genuinely hungry. What do I want to satisfy that genuine hunger? You know, in my case, back in the day when I was going to that vending machine, hold on a minute, I was hungry, yes, that one was ticked, but was it really a bar of chocolate what I wanted, a packet of crisps? Really? Because actually, if I thought about it, what would actually satisfy that genuine hunger wasn't a bar of chocolate or a packet of crisps. And once we start trusting ourselves to make good decisions and listen to ourselves, then it makes it easy, which means, again, this integrates with family. You can eat what you want, but you've just got to think about what you want a little bit more than maybe you do at the moment. The third standard for success is to eat slowly and mindfully and enjoy every mouthful. This is so hugely important because actually what tends to happen is we gobble it up so quickly that actually first of all, we don't hear when we're full, so we don't get those signals. But when we're gobbling it so quickly, by the time actually maybe we are full, and even if we know we're full, we haven't finished enjoying it. So we're like, oh no, this is gorgeous. What? You want to carry on. So if we eat slowly and we eat mindfully and we enjoy every mouthful, then by the time we get to the 4th standard for success, to stop when we're full, then at that stage, it's easy to. And it really is, believe me, having been there and done it, it's easy. Now, the 5th one is to just keep going. Now, you'll hear me, if you become a member, you're going to hear me say this a lot. Because people say to me, okay, so if you had to think of one thing that was the major thing, a major reason why you've really lost weight this time, what would it be? It's because I just kept going. Because look, you're going to have bad days. You're going to do things. You're going to have days where you do reach into the cupboard and you eat and you don't want, you know, you don't need to. It's going to happen. And then what tends to happen is that people feel guilty and they go, that's it, I'm finished. It's not working for me. Or maybe they get on the scales and it's not what they want to see, but maybe they're actually holding more water that day. But whatever reason, they're just going, no, that's it, finished. No. If you just keep going, you will achieve success. I promise you, it's guaranteed. So they are the 5 standards for success that we use in the program. Now, the other thing that we do is hypnosis. And hypnosis is the bones of what this is that's going to help you do and maintain doing those 5 standards for success. So by having the hypnosis, what we have is Paul McKenna's assistant, Debbie Williams, one of our resident experts. She has recorded a nightly hypnosis trance for you. And she's got lots of other bonus hypnosis tracks and eyes closed techniques and things like that as well. But what this does is that you listen to it every single night as you fall asleep. And when you do that, it starts to embed in your subconscious where we want to change those behaviors, the ones that we revert to. We start to change those by hypnosis. So let me explain a little bit about hypnosis and how it works. So when you go into hypnosis, essentially is going into a really deeply relaxed state. Okay, so I don't want you to think about stage hypnosis. I don't want you to think about people clucking like a chicken or anything like that. Hypnotherapy for weight loss, this sort of thing, is where you just go into a really deep state of relaxation. And whilst in that deep state of relaxation, Debbie, through your headphones, will start to reinforce the behaviours that we want you to use in your day-to-day life, following those 5 standards for success. So by keeping going, by listening to that hypnosis every single night as you fall asleep, so no excuse not to do it, it's not taking up any time of your day, you just do it as you fall asleep. By doing that, then what it's actually going to do is over time, you're going to find that following those 5 standards for success are really easy. And actually, that's how it worked for me. So a light bulb literally went off in my head. It was like a flick that was a switch that was flicked. And that's how it works. So to start with, you might consciously need to follow the standards, you know, and you might need to consciously put some willpower into it, okay? But over time, what you tend to find happens is that hypnosis, because it's going in every single night, it starts to just become part of you and the way you think. So over time, you need to put less conscious effort in to follow these standards because you're actually just doing them naturally, which is fantastic, because this means willpower, which is something that so few people can actually do, really, and keep at it. It means that we don't need it because we're changing it here. So it's becoming an intrinsic part of us, something that we don't need to fight against, something that just happens. So that's how the hypnosis works, and it's changed my life. It really has. And so that's what I want to do for you. I want to help you change your life, to get back in control of food, to get a great relationship with food again. So let me take you how we're going to do that. Let me just quickly take a swig. Now, I'm just going to check if we've had any questions coming in. Bear with me a moment. at the moment? No, so that's fine, that's good. So let me share my screen with you, and I'm going to show you when you become a member of Successful Slimming, you get access to the 12-week success program. And this is a way of kickstarting your journey to weight loss success. Now, its membership is ongoing, so it doesn't stop after 12 weeks, because I know from pure experience that the worst thing that I could do would be to go, here you go, here's a 12-week success program. At the end of the 12 weeks, see ya. No, you need ongoing support. And although after 12 weeks, you're going to feel, oh my God, so much more in control, so much better. Just it's going to be a massive change at the end of 12 weeks. But then you've got to just keep going. So it is an ongoing program. But the first 12 weeks is a program that you go on with me. And so when you join up, you can join as either bronze membership, silver, or gold. And I will take you through those. But you then get access to your own members area of our Successful Slimming website. So let me show you what that is. So bear with me just a moment whilst I share my screen. And here we go. So let me just make sure that you can all see that. Great. So this is your members area. There we go. Let's just go. Oh, I don't know what to do there. Anyway, let's just move that to the side because I don't know if I want it later. We'll leave that there. Whatever. So this is your members area. So when you sign in, this is what you'll come to. Okay. So here's a little welcome video from me and a thing explaining my weight loss journey. And then this is where you get started with your 12-week success program, and it's split into months. But let's just quickly go down. These things here are new videos that are available to you to help you with handling challenges, common challenges that you might face, extra bonus hypnosis from Debbie, and we've also got a mindset coach, so that's the library. Got online tracker. This is where you book your weekly one-to-one coaching call with me, and we've got fitness support, we've got a Facebook group, but what I want to take you through is actually the 12-week success program. So let's go into it. So we go into here. Now, each week you get a new module that's opened up. So you can see here, these ones are coming soon, and they go down by months. But we are week 1, so we're going to get started. So let me take you through that. So when you get to your, each week, your new week will be unlocked, and you can then go to your page. So what we've got here is just me explaining, and you'll see me say, just keep going everywhere. This tells you what you need to do this week. So guiding you through. Now this week, because it's the first week, there is a little bit more content to get through. Obviously, I've got to start, taking you through the program, but it's not always this intensive. So don't worry. But in that first week, we've got a video on getting started, and they are split into chapters so that you can easily go back afterwards. Then a video on the actual 5 standards for success, handling challenges. So each week, we're going to be looking at a new challenge that you might face along your way, that you probably will face along your way, that you need to be prepared for. And I'm going to give you, with my experience and with the assistance of the other resident experts, I'm going to give you all the help and advice you need in order to be able to combat and handle those challenges. Then what we've got is that gold and silver members get access to our 3 resident experts and the content from them. So there's bonus hypnosis, there's mindset coaching, and there's fitness coaching. But I'm going to explain the resident experts in a little bit more detail a bit later on. So let's just carry on through. Then we've got any supporting extras that you might need this week. So here's a download an ebook that I've written for you about the 5 standards. And then we've just got some other bits and pieces here. I also talk about your goals and motivation. And so these are things just for you to download that are going to help you on your way. And then we've got our online tracker. So in the first week, you're going to start putting in your details about yourself, your height, your weight, etc., etc. But then each week thereafter, this is just going to be where you enter in your weight. Although I'm going to say to you, you're not going to weigh. You're going to weigh yourself to start with, like day 1, but then I don't want you to weigh for 4 weeks. Now, bear with me. I've got a video on it. I've got a lot of explanation for it. Go and have a look at that. But this is where, when you can weigh, this is where you enter it. Then we've got a private Facebook group, and all members get access to that. And it's a great place to support each other and to ask questions. And this is where you download your nightly hypnosis. So from here, I'll just click on this, and you've got your hypnotic trance here that you can play either through the browser or you can download. And there's some frequently asked questions about hypnosis just there. And then for gold members, you get a weekly call with me, and this is where you would book that in. And I think that having that support from someone that's been there and done it, that knows the challenges and can help you with that, but also keep you accountable, is really, really beneficial. So I just wanted to take you through that. Now, what then happens is, just to explain what we've got going on up here, each week, for example, you've got that handling challenges video. That then goes into your library. So this library, so the first week is on self-sabotage. And as each week goes by, this library will get bigger and bigger, so that you can go back in the future if you're having a bit of a struggle and you can't necessarily remember which week it was that I spoke about, I don't know, so here we go, emotional eating maybe on another week. Then you can come into your library here. Now, the same is for the expert mindset coaching. And so again, these will populate, and the same also for your fitness. So again, that will start to populate a library for you. We've then got your online tracker. So although on the front page you can enter in your weight, this is an area where you can also add in your measurements, you can add photographs, and in fact, once you've added your starting stats, you'll also see graphs, and you'll have other bits of information for you, which will be really useful. So that, and as I say, we then can just go back to our members area, but that is essentially it. And each week an area will be, let's just click stop sharing and we'll go back. Hello, where are we? Bear with me just a moment. There we go, I'm back. So each week you will have a new area unlocked. I'll send you an email to let you know. And so yes, that's the program that you'll get. Now, let's just have a quick look. I wanted to next take you through our resident experts. Now, as I said, we've got 3 resident experts that are helping with your journey and with the content in Successful Slimming and the 12-week success program. And the first of those experts is Debbie. Now, Debbie Williams, part of Paul McKenna's team, she's his assistant. And crucially, when Paul originally wrote his book, the one that I used initially to lose weight, I Can Make Thin, she was actually involved with that. And hypnosis is unbelievably effective in helping people lose weight. And independent research studies showed that actually, compared to diets that have a 5% success rate. If you look on the front page of my main website, you'll see the stats that are written down there, and you can go to look at those. But actually, hypnosis was discovered, it was 70% effective, which is incredible. So what Debbie did, Debbie worked with the 30% that it wasn't so effective for. And actually, that's really, really helpful. And so then we've got, now, hold on a minute. Am I actually sharing my screen with you? Wait a second. I've got a feeling I'm not. Wait a minute. Am I sharing? I've got a feeling that I'm thinking I'm sharing my screen and I'm not. Where are we? I do apologise. Here we go. Sorry, guys. Let's do this again, shall we? Here we go. What a wally. So, there we are. It couldn't all go perfectly well, could it? Anyway, like I said before, no journey is ever without its bumps. We've just got to accept it and just keep going. And so that's exactly what we'll do. So as I say, our resident experts. So let me introduce you, Debbie Williams, our hypnotherapist. And so, yes, Debbie worked with the 30% of people that it wasn't so successful for. And actually, that's been crucial for us because actually it's enabled us to make sure that we provide you with the very best opportunity to achieve success. And I know that by following those 5 standards for success and listening to the hypnosis every single night and taking advantage of the support that you get here with us, I know that you will. We then got Will. Will is our mindset strategist. Now, we all know that to lose weight, one of the most important things is actually our mindset. Oh my goodness, you know, we need to be in a positive frame of mind, a growth mindset in order to be able to be in the right place to lose weight. And that sometimes can be really difficult. So Will is our mindset strategist. He is one amazing guy. And I know that you are going to love the content that he provides you with. And it's going to really supercharge and boost your motivation. And then finally, we've got Ben and Steve from the Body Transformers. Now, I'm going to be really honest with you. Let me go back here and there we go. Let's just check if that's worked. I think it's worked. So hopefully you can, have I stopped sharing? Can you see me now? Because there's a delay. There we go. I can see that. Anyways, I didn't really exercise very much in my weight loss journey. I added extra activity into my day, which I'm going to be encouraging you to do. But exercise wasn't a big part of my journey. And I'll be honest with you, to me, exercise equaled pain, and pain was to be avoided at all costs. And so I didn't do it. But I came across the Body Transformers. Now, I'm going to tell you, I went along to one of their classes. It was the first time I've ever really enjoyed exercise. They are very unique and they specialize in fat loss, and they mainly work with women in their studio, but they work with everybody. What they do works with everybody, but they are fantastic. So have a look at the content that they've got as well. So let's now, I'm going to share my screen again. Let's see if this works this time. Here we go. Let's go back to here, because now what I want to do is take you through the different packages that we've got with Successful Slimming. So we've got bronze, silver and gold. So let me take you through those. So as a bronze member, you will get access to the 12-week success program. So that's the weekly videos, that's the handling challenges videos, and that's access to the online tracker and things like that. You also get the nightly hypnosis, and you get access to the private Facebook group. And for that, that is £40 a month. And as I say, membership is ongoing. So at the end of the 12 weeks, your membership would carry on unless you choose to cancel. But for the term of your membership, you then still have access to all of these things. So it means that you can go back at any time and watch a video that will supercharge and boost your confidence and your motivation. It will remind you why you're doing it and how to do it and how to stay on track. It means that you'll also still have access to the nightly hypnosis. And again, you will still have access to the Facebook group. And then we've got the silver. So silver is £60 a month, and we get all exactly the same, but on top of that, you get the access to the content from the 3 resident experts. So what that means is you get the content from Debbie. So you already get the nightly hypnosis from her, but Debbie has got lots of other mind programming hypnotic techniques, that trances that you can go through. There are eyes closed processes, and because she's also an NLP practitioner, you can go on to her profile to learn a bit more about that. But she's got lots and lots of different exercises, techniques, things that you can do that are really going to help you. So you get access to her, you get access to Will and his mindset videos and all of the content from him, and you get access to the fitness guys in the form of the body transformers. So silver means that you get access to all of the content from our resident experts. And then gold, which is £80 a month, you get all of the above, and you get a weekly call with me. Now, it's the way that I've structured the availability of the calls is that they are hopefully going to suit people from all over the world. So when you go to book, you'll see that you can book up to 10 days in advance. Actually, let me just quickly show you. Hold on a minute. How do I get out of this? Right. Let me quickly. Oops, hello. I'm going to show you when you book your call with me, you'll see we do it over WhatsApp, and you can book date in advance. So let's have a look on the 5th of July. What you'll see, you'll come up with the available times. You'll see 11:30 at the top, British Summer Time, that's me. But wherever you are in the world, it will tell you what time that is with you. So to make sure that between us, we've got the right times. So you get that with your gold package. So let me go back to here and let's go through that. So with your gold, £80 a month, you get your weekly one-to-one support call with me. And remember, I've been there, I've done it, I know the pains. I'm somebody that I'm always really open and honest with you about my challenges, and I also have come across so many different ways and techniques of being able to handle them. So I can help you do that with your weekly support call, and it's a way of also keeping you accountable to your own goals and the journey that you're on. Now, today, being as it's launch day, we've got a special offer. So let me take you through that. I'm offering members with only this very special link here. You can only get it here. I'm offering a 10% discount on the silver or gold. So this doesn't apply to bronze. This is just silver or gold. And you get 10% discount if you sign up for 6 months. Now, I know that that might feel like a long time, but you know what? The reason I've done this is because, for a start, weight loss, it is an ongoing journey. Let me just go back so I can actually see you and talk to you. So here we go. There. Weight loss is such a, it is a long journey. It's a commitment. This is changing your mindset in the long term. And so if you commit to something for something like 6 months, just by doing that, you are already putting your mindset into a stronger position because you're committing to it. And what we need to do is actually, whatever stage you are on your journey with successful slimming, it's all about visualizing the future. So I talk about it particularly in week 2 of the Success Program. We talk about the power of visualization and how it's so important to think to the future, to think where you're going to be. And so if you've committed to something like 6 months, it gives you that extra momentum. So in order to help you do that, there's a 10% discount offer. And like I say, to get that, you need to go, let me show you that screen once again so that you've got it. It's the 10% discount offer is available at successful-slimming.com/launch offer. You can join on that website as well for just the normal packages. So that's absolutely fine. Right. So I think in terms of presenting to you exactly what successful slimming is, how we can help you, I think we've done that. So let's have a quick look at any questions. We've had a question here that says, I haven't done hypnosis before, sorry to sound dim, but what are you plugging in with your headphones to hear the hypnosis from Debbie? I just don't know how it works in practice. So it's a great question. What you do is, however you access the 12-week success program, whether it be on your laptop, your tablet, or your phone, you go to the nightly hypnotic trance page within the members area, and just plug your headphones in, and you can listen from there. Now, if you want to do it on your phone, which is what I do, so I've got it downloaded onto my phone, and then at night, just as I fall asleep, listen to the hypnosis. All you do, just plug your headphones into your phone, and what you can do is I'll just quickly show you so that you know how it works. Let me get it here. So there's a quick link to the hypnosis at the top there for you, so you can quickly get it. So you would access this, say, from your phone, and with your headphones plugged in, you would click play there. However, in order to do that, you need an active internet connection. So if you just want to download it to your phone so that you can listen to it at any time, and that would be through your music app or whatever it is that you've got on your phone, you would click on the download button just there, and that will download it to your phone, and you will then be able to listen and do the hypnosis every night. And like I say, because I've been there, I've done it, I know it works, and it works brilliantly. And do you know, I can honestly say, when I was overweight, I felt so lost, is probably the best way to describe it. I always thought that actually I was going to, in my head, I'd embodied the fat ugly bird. That was how I saw myself. And I always thought that would be me forever. I always thought I'd be the fat ugly bird forever. I didn't think I always thought success happened to other people. But then this has changed my life. And because I know that I had all those problems, I am totally not special. So I have all the willpower issues, all the issues that everybody else has. So if I can do it, oh my goodness, everyone can do it. It's like being in a maze. You know, when I said I felt lost, it's like being in the center of the maze. But I've got the journey of how to get out. And so I want to get you to join me on that journey to get out so that we can have a massive party at the end. And that's literally how it feels. So we've got a question here. Do you pay monthly or as a lump sum for the offer? The 6-month offer, the discount, that's as a lump sum. So that's in advance. So you pay it now and then you don't need to worry. You don't have to think about it. But if you'd rather pay monthly, that's fine. You just follow the normal links for that. Right. So do we have any other questions? We've been 45 minutes, which is great. I know I've probably gone very quickly. So if there's anything that anybody wants to ask, let me know now. The trouble is there is a bit of a delay on this, so just bear with me. But it looks to me like I don't think we've got any more questions, which is great. So go and have a look at the link that I've given you there. Join up. And then if you join on Gold, get your welcome call booked in with me so that I can get to know you and get to help you start and kickstart your weight loss journey, because I just know you're going to love it. You really are. Anyway, that is it. So thank you again for joining me. It's been a real pleasure to have you here. If you do have any questions, just head over to my Successful Slimming page and ask me on there. Send me a direct message or send me an email to janet@successful-slimming.com and I will get back to you straight away. Anyway, thank you once again for joining me and I hope to see you very soon. Take care then. Bye-bye.